welcome back to my channel. Video, we will take a ride in a tram here in Christchurch City Central. So stay tuned guys and enjoy watching. So I'm here now in the ticketing, in the booking area. So this is the place where you book, and this is the place where you will get a ticket. So don't go, and enjoy the views of City Central of Christchurch. Have fun guys. So this is the place.
Okay, and yeah, right over here. And what about
So guys, we have a tram ticket now. So we are only waiting for the tram to come. So stay tuned again guys. Don't go. Have fun on the views. Look at this. Where are we going to sit?
Now, if you have a quick down to the penguins there, most people think there's 4 penguins. I reckon there's 4.2. The one standing up, that's a wee baby thing down the bottom there, you can see. Yeah, if you want to have a really good look at our cathedral under reconstruction on the left, go up the top of Turanga on the right hand side. There's some very good outdoor viewing platforms up the top. It's an anchor project, just under $100 million.
Oh, 100 million.
Now, a little bit more expensive for the next building. This is a Dubai, just under $500 million. This is our convention centre. There is over 43,000 acres that surround the outside of that building. We do say it's the largest building in square footage ever built in our city currently. So hopefully up and going by Christmas time. So it's actually not the front that's over the square. The front actually looks over the Avon River. Now this is one of the best things I think they did. The promenade walkway, 2 kilometres thereabouts from the Christchurch Public Hospital to the Margaret Mackey play area. Follows the Avon River to my right hand side. Now the Avon name is actually a Scottish name, named by the Dean's brothers who arrived here in 1843 and successfully farmed out the Rick and Bush area. The English, when they arrived, wanted to call it the Shakespeare, but they weren't allowed to. And the local Maori people, the Ngatahu, who settled here in the 1700s, called it Otakaro, or place of game. Dress up, number 3. Looking over the terrace steps, the Avon River, you see a statue of Sergeant Henry Nicholas through the trees over there. First Cantabrian to receive the Victoria Cross during World War I. We'll go past the Bridge of Remembrance, a walking bridge only nowadays. Made from stone quite out of Tasmania from Australia. And a 5-minute walk past that, following the banks of the river itself, you'll come across the Earthquake Wall Memorial for the 185 victims, of course. And we'll stop outside the farmers market. It'll be down the wee laneway to my right hand side. This has been brilliant here. Not too big, not too small. Cafes and restaurants, little wee market stalls, etc. And hopefully lights go green soon because I've run out of things to say here. If you're right down along, you can actually feed the eels that live underneath the bottom stem. They are quite large actually. There we go, folks. Tram stop number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and between stop 4 when we leave, right through to stop 6, there's only 3 buildings that survived. Pretty much everything you see around you now is brand new. The one thing you will notice, it's quite a low ride. Around here. So folks, just probably been here for about 6 months now. Have a look through there, you can see some old buildings painted on the side of a tilt-state wall. So the wall's totally flat, but they're actually painted in 3D. Quite fantastic actually.
Flat, yeah, 3D, look.
Yeah.
If you've got a credit card and you want to do a bit of damage to it, well, there's Valentine's, retail shopping here in New Zealand. It's anything from cosmetics to clothes to kitchenware to bottles of gin these days as well. And Stop 5 is also a great place to catch a bus if you need it. One block down to my right hand side is our inner city and inter-city bus depot. Sweet Soul actually provides our restaurant team at night time with desserts. The Valentine's will open up these windows, I think around the end of November. They every year do a Christmas display there. Last year they had a teddy bear driving a tram and punting down the A-line. Tram stop number 5.
There's someone there.
Rightio, stop 6 is right beside H and M on my right hand side, and on the left hand side there's a wee plaque in the ground stating this is where the first piece of soil was actually turned over. Start the roading plan of Christchurch Central City. Very grid pattern and layout. In fact, there are only 2 diagonal streets. Victoria Street and High Street, which we're about to spend a short period of time on. Directly in front of the tram in the distance there, the taller building will be green glass. Now that's the former IRD building, and behind that is where our indoor sports stadium is going to be built over several blocks of land. If they built it the first time on time, it would have been completed I think around 2017. We would have had 35,000 seats. Work is now planned to start next year, and we're going to have 30,000 seats. Finished around 2024, probably 2025. So around the corner we go. Now directly in front of the tram you can see Mount Cavendish, and at the very top of that is the top station for our gondola attraction. About 10 minutes to get to the top, It's the only one in New Zealand that gives you 360-degree views. Port Middleton on the far side, down the coastline towards Kaikoura, and across our city to the Southern Alps, Time Tunnel, Cafe and Gis. Christchurch is in the city swimming pools here on the left hand side. It's the former site of the Holiday Inn. Rightio, we're going to squeeze the tram in here. Down to the lights in the distance. It's a pretty good place to walk down to the Cathedral. It's got a 5-minute walk to my right hand side once we stop, and we're going to see it may become a permanent fixture in our city going forward. So we had a 6.3 earthquake. All the buildings you see around you, brand new, all built to the standard 8.2 going forward, which is rather reassuring. And you will notice that the new buildings are going up beside each other. They put a gap in between them. This allows them to sway, not actually hit each other also. And the sculpture we stopped beside up here on the left hand side is called Flower Power. It's a sheath silhouette all bundled together, ordinary street backlights at the top being turned on every evening. Of course, the Canary Plains are the largest flat area in New Zealand. They're very fertile, in fact holding a world record per hectare for a great crop growing. Along with sheep farming and dairy farming, of course. If you need to do a bit of shoe shopping, well, there's about 5 around here. There's always one with a sale on. And one of the best names for a shop I've seen for a long time. Just up here on my right hand side. Shut the front door. Never shut. They had one in Ponce in the north too. Sparks South Island headquarters is the big tall glass building there. Now, in the future, that's also going to have an open rooftop restaurant and bar. There'll be quite a good view up there once that's all up and going. So just in front of me, you can see the white plastic, and you can see the edge of the building just coming out of there. It's the old Chief Post Office. It's looking pretty fantastic what they're doing, restoring that building actually. It's the oldest completed building in our square. Now it's going to become a restaurant bar, little market stalls, artisan bread, bakery, and an eyesight information. And I think they're hoping to have that completed by Christmas time actually, and all up and running. So it'll be interesting. If you want an inner city McDonald's, you're out of luck. They all fell down, they haven't been rebuilt. So we can do your KFC or McDonald's over here to, KFC or a Wendy's over here to my left hand side. The chalice over here on the left hand side of the high street cone structure. This was donated to Christchurch in the year 2000. It marked 150 years of European settlement here and shows us plant life over the square region in the 1850s. And then there's the cathedral, whether you want it restored or not. It's been restored. $54 million, 40 years to build it the first time, 1864 to 1904. Now the reason it took so long back then is they keep running out of money to do it. It's about a 7 to 8 year project, and the first 2 years is actually just stabilising the outside of the building itself. Then a great frontal view of the Heritage Hotel. It's a great looking building, that one. We're going to head back into the Square now, and from there we're going to head down to the Canterbury Museum. We're going to go past the Art Centre, the Art Gallery, across the Avon River for the first time. Tram stop number 9. We're going to sit on top of the Avon River. Now the Avon River is a very clear river. It's sprinkled. It starts out on the Christchurch airport, travels around 27 kilometres, so it doesn't run out of water. Nowadays we have about 41 bridges to cross over it. The Worcester Street Bridge we're going to cross over now is actually the site of the very first bridge ever to be built across the river itself. We'll go past a statue of Robert Falcon. Sulphide is actually incomplete around two areas, one of the gloves and one of the boots. The reason being they ran out of money. Now across the road to the front left of me, the Canterbury Club, built in 1872. It's actually where Scott and Shackleton both dined before they headed down to Antarctica. Just out the front there, you can see the last remaining working gas lamp light in our city, and the last remaining horse's hitching rail. Current council officers can look over on the left-hand side behind the Maori carving and the water feature representing the greater rivers of the Canterbury region. It's actually captured with rainwater from the top of the building. And on my right-hand side we have Te Puna o Waikato. This is the public art gallery, folks. It's free of entry right through to 5 o'clock this evening. It is well worth a visit if you do have the opportunity. Train stop number 10. It is well worth it. They have won several awards for some of the craftsmanship and restoring these buildings. Quite a fantastic job they have done, that's for sure. And if you do like fudge, I can recommend Fudge Cottage. Through the doors over here to the back of the building. You can see the damage that did occur to these buildings, and just the way they're strapped around the corners and held up by big steel framing, etc. So extensive damage, that's for sure.
Wow. Look at that.
Stop 12 is probably our most popular. Bunsen's Cafe, Rutherford's Den. Of course, he's the man on our $100 note, Lord Ernest Rutherford. It's been a couple of years here. The door come out on my left-hand side. Great Hall on the corner, botanical gardens in front of us with the Canterbury Museum. And a 5-minute walk to the left-hand side gives you the choice of either the Christchurch Public Hospital or very calming punting on the Avon.
Sculpture Festival.
Museum. This is a museum.
That's the garden, botanical
The
garden.
museum.
One of the oldest schools in New Zealand over here on my left hand side. Christ College started life in 1850. This is their kitchen and dining hall along the front. It looks like something from a Harry Potter movie almost. Now they moved on to this site here in 1857 and they built the first of these stone buildings in 1863. You can still see it today. If you look through the main gates, across the grass quadrant, there's a church-like building in the far corner with a flagpole. They say it's the oldest school building in New Zealand, still being used today. It's the school library. So it looks like the very nice first. Over there. This is a Hagley Park, 187 hectares in size. About 7k if you want to go for a walk or run around it. Now, Hagley Park is an area of land that we cannot build on by law, and it is a major sporting area. There's 80 playing fields for summer and winter.
Hagley Park.
Green areas the Christchurch City Council look after today. And Granite Square is also, of course, where we hold our Anzac Dawn Parade on 25th of April each year. And we can get over 10,000 people attend our service there. As we come to stop 14, if you look to the right, you'll see the Port Hills, and that's where the adventure playground is. Up there, the bike tracks, etc. Of course, that's where Christchurch had this big fire as well, up around that area. It was 3 years ago now. It's just starting to sort of grow back. Trains up 14, Granville Square. So those 11 columns just coming up now. Folks, our train stop number 15 here, Quake City. Building or area and make sure it was clear. The erosion on the side where they were from, and it was clear, etc. This particular group were from Queensland over in Australia. So there's that green writing just coming up on my right hand side there now. Right across the Avon River, great close-up view of Dubai, the convention centre on my right hand side. And Charlie's Ice Cream coming up here. 18 years Charlie's Ice Cream's been in Christchurch now. And we're going to stop at Victoria Square, right beside the Statue of Liberty itself, placed up here in 1903, of course she goes around 1901.
Sorry.
In the early days, Victoria Square was the central hub of Christchurch. It was actually called Market Square out here. Police, immigration, trading with the local Maori people. Christchurch's first ever wood sawmill also situated out here as well. So Queensland train stop number 16, Victoria Square. B2 New Regent Street opened up. It's the closest stop to the Margaret Magie play area for children, the largest outdoor play area in New Zealand. New Regent Street is what we call a mirror image street. So if you take away the first building on either side that we enter, it's identical on both sides. It's actually been repainted back in its original colours. Cafes and restaurants, gelato ice cream, waffle house, pies and cookies.
No, there. Where we hop in.
Just not much. Thank you.
Cheers, no problems.
Good. Okay.
We can go back.
Today the east of Narrated Hotel is called Fables now. Left hand side. We have our shop on the right hand side as we enter the junction. If you need further information around the gondola, hunting on the Avon. 90 minutes north. We do bungee jumping, canoeing, rafting, quad biking, and geoboating at Hammer Springs. Of course, the junction itself is a brainchild of a bloke called John Britton. Probably better known for his motorcycles.